See? Wrong table! Dirty bloodsucker on the light.
Oh, God.
Scared me.
Oh, Jesus. He's talking about vampires.
It wasn't Rob's round table. It was a dirty bloodsucker.
Just gloat about your Niners for a second.
Oh, man. Let's see what to talk about. Defense was amazing. Legit. Way better than Dallas's, obviously, even though they thought they're in the same category. Offense just executed. Looked great. Dallas's defense had a couple penalties that cost them. I don't know that it cost them the game, but did cost them a score or two, and momentum's a huge thing in the NFL. So just happy to pull out the win. Got to rub it in the face of your brother-in-law a little bit. He actually asked us to leave at the beginning of the fourth quarter. He's like, I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to need you guys to go. Like, kick this out, man.
That's bad.
Like, because he wasn't going to watch anymore. And I was like,
bad.
I was like, all right, man, good night. Like,
I'm surprised he didn't ask you to do that after halftime.
Right? I mean, it's because he hit some squares at halftime. He won a little money on the score at halftime, so he was feeling all right about it.
You guys didn't invite me to watch the game.
I didn't invite anybody. I just showed up at 7:22.
Where?
At Mark's.
And he doesn't invite me.
How are we not invited? How are we not invited? How are we not invited? How are we not invited?
I don't know.
Mark, fuck you, bro.
You're not a Dallas or Niner fan. Maybe he left
I'm the
you out.
biggest football fan you know. This is my podcast. Whatever. Anywho's, Brock Purdy, what the fuck's going on there?
He's looking pretty efficient. 144 quarterback rating.
He's never lost a game.
144 quarterback rating.
The only game he lost, they may have won. He injured his fucking elbow.
Yeah, broke his elbow.
The fuck's going on?
I don't know, Mr. Irrelevant. Showing out, man.
Good coaching.
Every time that he's had a chance to start, he's kept that starting job, though. He did the same thing in college at Iowa State. He was the third stringer. Injuries got him to start, and then just never looked back.
Wow.
And fun stat, I thought about wearing my Trey Lance jersey tonight because I feel like he might have helped Dallas a little bit with
because he knew the playbook,
all of his insight, right?
Yeah,
and Shanahan even said before the game, he's like, I hope that they're talking to Lance instead of watching the film. Like, and I took that as throwing a little shade, like, because Lance doesn't know what the fuck we do. Like,
Lance doesn't know how to read a playbook.
Frank's taking me under his wing. He's going to teach me how to swim with the sharks. Charlie can't read. He'll adapt. He'll adapt to reading?
Exactly.
So how he tell you your playbook?
That was what Shanahan was kind of making light of. But Brock Purdy, 38 more starts in college and the pros than Trey Lance.
Right.
In their college and pro career. That's insane. Like, you can't make up for that experience. Your athleticism can't make up for that. Not in the NFL.
Yeah, that's weird. Do I have anything for you today? I'll say this. We have to make this a quickie because the game's on. I have it paused. What are your thoughts on quickies? Do you like to take your time, lay it out, candles, all that stuff, oral, or do you prefer the quickie?
So there's a time and a place for everything, and I'm, for the most part, lazy and just want mine, man. So quickies, fucking, I'm all about them. Nice. As long as she's okay with it, like, all right, let's do it real quick. I'm like, okay. I'll be like, oh, sorry it was so quick. And she'll be like, that's what a quickie is. Like, let's go. And we go about our day. Like, and at least we squeezed it in. But with 2 kids, it's a little different.
And squeezing it in means 2 things.
Little innuendo there.
Yeah. He probably has a giant hog. Look at this guy. He's probably huge.
It looks tiny compared to the rest of me.
Well, that's true. Yeah. That's forever. Eric was like, LeBron James probably has a tiny dick. I'm like, no way. He's like that. If he had my size cock, 6 inches average, on that body, it would look like a little baby penis.
Yep.
So, like, I just don't think that's a possibility. Not to mention even the race thing. We're not going to go down that tributary, but I just did it, so we're going down that tributary. LeBron James dick tributary.
Feels like love. Cupid made a shot.
I'll get a little graphic up here for that. My graphics are out of control.
I know. I was choking a little bit there on LeBron James.
Oh, you would be choking on him. You can't fit him.
That's like the joke. There's 100 cocks on the wall. How many do you choke on?
The big black one.
Right? Most people are like, none. And be like, I knew you were a pro.
See, I got nothing, but I still get something out of nothing. Week 6, dude. We're already a third of the way through the fantasy year.
I know.
I had another badass week.
You did?
I did, dude.
You kicked the shit out of me in our home league.
In what league?
Didn't we play where it's at this week?
No.
Oh, that was last week.
I lost. Yeah, I did beat that.
Oh, that was last week.
I'm 4-0 in that week. I could afford to lose, but I went 10-3 on Fantrax.
Nice.
Which is nice.
Yes.
I had a rough start, but I've had 3 winning weeks in a row.
Cooper
This is
Kupp
a big
coming
week,
back.
dude. Our team looking good, baby. We scored 220, son.
I know, dude, that was
Highest
awesome.
anyone scored. I'm starting
I'll take
Nakua and fucking.
Why
Cooper
not
Kupp.
at this point?
Yeah. All right, week six
Yes.
preview. Let's get to the games here. Thursday night football. Broncos at Chiefs. Over under 49. Chiefs minus 10.5.
Are the Chiefs going to score 49 by themselves? Because otherwise, I think it goes under. Denver sucks.
Broncos suck. But Travis Kelce is gimpy. I cannot believe he came back in that game. I thought he fucking it wasn't an Achilles, but I thought he like popped his heel. You know what I
Anytime
mean?
it's a non-contact injury, you're
Yeah.
like, oh, he's done. And that's exactly what I thought, too, when I saw that injury.
I'll say this. Even before that, I know he was kind of playing injured anyway, but he has aged. But when you're that savvy and good and have that connection,
See, I don't think it's age. I think he's worn out.
because
Because he's Mr. Taylor Swift now.
oh,
I think he's worn out. That's what I
Yeah.
think, man. He's not as viral out there. He doesn't.
he's like a pussy that's just been pounded fucking countless times.
It's like some fighters and boxers that, like, leading up to their fight, they're not supposed to have sex, right? Like,
Yeah.
Leading up to the big game.
All the nerve endings are just shot
What's Kelce doing,
because there's
dude?
nothing left.
What's
because
Kelce
he's
doing?
Just been railed by a bunch of dudes. And Kelsey's just been railed by a bunch of linebackers, dude. Let's be honest.
a bunch of Taylor
He doesn't
Swift.
need. Yeah, he doesn't need to block too much, but he gets hit, man.
Yeah, he does.
He just looks his
He
age,
does
but it
take
doesn't
his
matter
lumps.
because he's that savvy.
Yeah.
And he scores a touchdown every goddamn
And him
game.
and Mahomes are on the same page, so he's always going to be his own dude.
10.5 Chiefs. What do you got?
I'm going to take it, dude.
Yeah,
I am. I just don't think Denver has it.
but they are savvy and they are scrappy.
In any division game, it can always happen. Without Kelce, like, that's going to be a huge motivator for him. I don't love it at 10.5. 9.5 would make me feel a lot better.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna probably take the Chiefs as well, but we gotta see what's up with Kelsey.
yeah. Are
honestly.
who are you starting on Denver for fantasy?
Judy's starting to get a little spry. The running
Cortland
back
had a down
situation
week.
is just insane. Oh, Cortland Sutton sucks. I told you that for a long time. Maybe Russell Wilson, honestly. I mean, he's running around again. And all right, next game. We don't want to spend a lot of time on the fucking Broncos. Ravens at Titans. Ravens minus 3.5 on the road. Over under 39.5. This is tough because Lamar Jackson is very, very nonchalant back there. He gets leads and he just kind of like lulls everyone to sleep and fumbles the ball and does
Yeah.
all the things Lamar
Yeah.
does.
After last week against Pittsburgh, they should have dominated that game. Lamar should have scored a lot
They
more. It should have
did
been a
dominate
better
that game until
Not-
they didn't.
yeah. But still,
The
it's hard to
Titans are
trust them.
scrappy, dude. They're scrappy. This
They
is a battle game. The Titans are at home.
Yeah, and that's where I'm
3.5.
leaning is the home team.
Yeah. Maybe the Ravens win by a field goal.
It's if that, yeah. And otherwise, Tennessee can pull it out. But it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a low score. I like the under in that.
39.5.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really low under, but I still like it.
Hopkins finally performed for me. Fucking A. Should have had an easy touchdown too. The Derrick Henry pass.
I didn't see
Oh
it.
man, they did a Henry like option pass. So it wasn't like from the 2-yard line. It was from like the 25.
Oh, okay.
And dude, he was wide open and like he caught it, toe tapped it, and missed it by like this much. Like Derrick Henry.
So just like
apparently is
Amari
great.
Cooper a couple weeks ago, right?
Something like that.
Yeah. That was such a bad call. I'm still not going to get over that one.
Commanders at Falcons. Falcons minus 2.5 at home. Over under 42. Falcons coming off a nice win. Commanders coming off a poo loss to the Bears.
Yeah, I didn't expect Atlanta to win either.
No, and they probably shouldn't have. Their defense just doesn't. They're a defensive line, I noticed. So I started the Falcons defense everywhere in fantasy last week because I knew they'd get right, and I don't believe in the Houston, right?
Yeah.
Like, CJ Stroud, no turnovers.
We argued about it last week because my Houston was
Yeah.
my stream and
Yeah.
Atlanta was yours.
Well, your stream did better in terms of fantasy points.
Yeah,
Because the Falcons cannot get a turnover and cannot rush the passer.
No.
Because they have literally 3 defensive tackles on their defensive line that are old.
Yep.
So they don't get any pressure. It's rough. I watched
No.
that game.
Their
very
only hope is
closely.
like throwing a third safety on a blitz, really.
So that leads me to want to take the Commanders because.
Even though they just lost to the Bears, I don't know.
But
it's a
Sam
tougher
Howell
defense.
struggles with pressure.
Yeah.
Without pressure, he's pretty good.
Dude, the first 4 weeks, he was a top 13 quarterback in 3 out of those 4 games. Like, that's almost a QB1.
So, I mean, he ended up putting up good numbers against the Bears, but that was all kind of window service there.
No, I'm Commanders on that one.
Yeah, it's close. I just don't believe it. I mean, Desmond Ritter actually played a good game.
Yeah.
Kyle Pitts showed up.
Yeah,
Kyle
where?
Pitts had 7 catches.
Kyle who?
You know what his over-under was for
You
receiving yards
You
this
want to trade
week?
for him in Dynasty?
No.
Okay.
Actually, maybe.
Maybe.
Well, no, I have Hawkinson, so I wouldn't want to make my team worse. Do you know what his over-under was this past week? I bet it. I wanted to do it in my segment, but it was so dirty.
28.
27.5. Which I bet I put like 50 on it. I put like 100 on my bets.
Yeah.
And after the first quarter, Johnny, who had 2 catches for 30 yards, he had 0. I was like, Johnny Smith's tight end 1 there. And he ended up crushing the number.
Yeah.
That's such a low number for a... Kyle Pitts just sucks.
Ritter sucks.
But Kyle Pitts sucks.
Offensive play calling and quarterback sucks more than Pitts does. Pitts is a fucking athlete, man. And
I haven't seen it. He doesn't
He
look...
runs great routes.
No, he doesn't run any good routes. He's fast.
For a tight end.
But he doesn't know how to run a route.
Yeah,
I've watched. He doesn't know how to... And he has no feel of the defense. It's like literally he's just out there.
He's not a zone beater, man.
He is not any beater,
Yeah.
dude. He can't even beat off. I mean, all right, we're both taking Commanders there. Vikings at Bears. Vikings -3. Justin Jefferson's probably not playing. Hawkinson got beat up. They got a little exposed last week. I know it was the Chiefs, but their offense, you should be able to score some points. They did not. The Bears are riding high. In my mind, they're
excited.
In my mind, they are on a 2-game winning streak, although they've only won 1 game.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, man. Justin Fields is crushing ass right now, dude. He looks like the real deal.
Yeah, the guy who can't throw, right?
Dude, he is slinging it all over the field, and DJ Moore helps. But
finally getting his.
He has not scrambled, which is crazy. He hasn't had 60 yards rushing in a game this year.
I know, that's not.
But he can do it, and he will do it
once they stop the pass, right? And
if they do. So this is a tough one. Bears are at home. I'm gonna lean to you first.
I'm taking Minnesota, even without their number 1 weapon in Jefferson. I like Addison there. I think he'll step up when he has to. It's Hawkinson will still tough it out. It's the run game there that concerns me. I don't know if Akers is going to help at all, but Madison just hasn't been doing it. I still don't know how I missed so hard on Ty Chandler. I think he's more talented than the work they're giving him deserves, but I'm going Minnesota.
I'm taking the Bears.
Yeah, I thought you would.
Points at home.
Yeah.
Hopefully it goes to 3.5. I don't know if I'm going to bet it, but I'm taking the Bears.
I like both of them, and I just wanted to disagree with you.
Okay. Seahawks at Bengals. Seahawks coming off a bye and an amazing victory against the Giants. They're 3-1. Bengals 2-3, coming off a get-right game against the lowly Arizona Cardinals. You should have listened to my segment. I bet on them. That was really easy money. Bengals are -2.5 at home.
Dude, that's insane. They should be more than that. They had the get-right game.
They shouldn't be because the Seahawks are good.
I believe that Cincinnati is going to win this game way more than 2.5. I don't know. I'd bet this shit at 6.5 with Cincy.
For real?
Yep. That's the confidence I have in the Bengals this week.
I want to take
and
the
how
Seahawks.
much I hate Seattle.
I want to take the Seahawks just because I feel like they're evenly matched teams.
Yeah, but coming over to the East Coast is always hard for West Coast teams, and
not when you're off fucking bye week.
It's still tough, dude.
Is it?
The time clock, the body clock, and how early they're having to start is the noon game.
Dude, I start work at 6 a.m.
Well,
so do you.
These motherfuckers are bitches about it.
They are.
Because it shows all the time, every year,
are.
that when West Coast teams have to go to play a noon game, the fucking odds are out the window.
Okay.
That's my take on it anyway. As a Niner fan and watching them struggle a lot.
I'm taking the points for the Seahawks. As much as literally my bet of the week, bet of the century was the Bengals last week.
Yeah.
But that was more a reflection of the Cardinals. And they needed to win that game. So, hey, guess what? I think the Seahawks will lose by 2.
I'll take it.
49ers 5-0 at Browns 2-2. Browns coming off a bye. 49ers -4.5 over under 39. It seems like a very easy 49ers pick, doesn't it?
It does, but at the same time, it's the West Coast team coming to East Coast, East Coast time zone.
Stop
anyway.
talking about that,
dude. It's a big fucking. Look up the statistics on that, man. I'm telling you, it's a shitty thing.
That's a lot of work. So
but, 4.5 does seem like not enough.
It does, but Browns are at home, coming off a bye. The thing is for me is if Watson plays,
Watson was not seen practicing outside today. It was the other two, right? It was.
Oh God!
I'm having a brain fart on their back.
He's got he's the alphabet guy.
Yeah, whatever the fuck it is, alphabet.
Dorian
Thompson,
Finney-Smith.
No,
that's a basketball player. Dorian Thompson-Robinson.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's it.
DTP.
Yeah.
DTF. We're gonna call him DTF. That's his
yeah, he's
nickname
down
now.
to fuck.
But apparently Watson was inside working out, whatever that means, on his own. But if you're not
that's
out,
because that's where the massage.
You're not practicing fully.
You know what? He's faking this goddamn shoulder injury to get deep tissue massages, dude. We all know it.
It could be.
We all know it.
Yep.
That's what he's doing. Good for you, dude.
Yeah, I think it's the Niners all day, man. The way you saw them execute last week, it should be.
I'm taking the Browns.
Wow, really?
If Deshaun plays.
Okay.
I don't know. Eventually, they're not going to go undefeated, are they?
I don't think so.
They have to lose a game.
Yes.
Purdy has to get exposed. Like, it has to happen.
I don't think Purdy has to get exposed. I think
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, dude, nobody has perfect. I've seen Tom Brady lose a bunch of games and win
Yeah.
Super Bowls. So
Well, them or Philly, one of them's going to lose Week 13. So
there you go. Okay, Panthers 0-5. The Bears have their pick, which is pretty awesome. Dolphins 4-1. Dolphins minus 13.5 at home. Over under 48. I had to take the Dolphins because the Panthers were getting 10 points against a beat up Lions team,
dude.
and they still got smoked.
Panthers look awful.
They're bad.
So the Bears are going to have like the 1st and the 5th pick or something. Is what you're looking at there. What's the spread on this one again?
13.5.
That's so much.
It's not
man.
14 though.
But it's not 14. It's like saying it's only $99.99. It's not $100.
Right? Yeah. Dolphins.
It's gotta be,
Dolphins.
dude. The way like
Dolphins and over.
I had so much more faith in Carolina's defense coming into this, based how they played last year.
Nope.
And they've taken a step back.
Yep.
The quarterback play is just shit. There's not a lot of weapons outside of that second tight end, Thielen.
Yeah. I eat my words on that one.
Yeah, a little
I had
bit,
a couple
little
eating
bit.
words. I'm very accurate on my bad takes. I'm not very good on my takes
Yeah.
this year because Thielen and Sam Laporta.
I don't know what a
Just-
tight end looks like, so I couldn't tell you what Thielen was or wasn't one, because none of my tight end takes were worth a shit.
I was very harsh on Thielen and Laporta though.
Yeah.
Like the harshest.
Yeah.
And they're like very viable players.
So when are we having Story back on so you can rub Laporta versus Meyer in our faces?
I will not let him back on. I blocked his number. He's dead to me. I'm never seeing him again.
You're
so.
going to talk to him Friday. Who
Well, I
you
guess
kidding?
I talked to him on that. Yeah, but when it comes to the actual pod, no. Not until Laporta gets his knee fucking tore up. Like I told you, bro, he's injury prone.
Yup, look at him.
Freak non-contact injury.
Guy's
We're both
been
taking the
shit for
Dolphins.
weeks. Yep.
Colts at Jaguars, both 3-2. Big game in the division. Richardson's out for a while. Jaguars minus 4.5 at home. Over under 46.
Minshew is very capable.
100%.
I like the over in this game, as well as the Jags coming off a big one against the Bills. I think it helped them a lot to stay in London for a second week. Traveling back, who knows exactly what that's going to do to them, but I'm taking the Jags to cover.
Probably same with me. It's 4.5 is a weird number.
It
That's
is
just a weird number.
It is a weird number. You need a
But
touchdown, right? I mean, arguably.
They're a better team, man. Trevor Lawrence has not even had a great game yet.
I know.
And he will have a great game because he's a great
You
quarterback.
know who I benched him for last week?
Who's that?
CJ Stroud.
Oh,
Yep.
why?
Because Lawrence hadn't done shit. Stroud had done some shit. And you know what had happened? 0.1 difference. Didn't matter.
Really?
Yeah. T-Law outscored Stroud by 1/10 of a point.
No shit.
That's it. So I was like, okay.
So
all
why
that
am I just
stressing all week for nothing.
I'm just doing that, and then that just shows. I guess he's better.
I mean, he had outscored Trevor Lawrence the last
I
few weeks
get
before
that.
that, but
I get that. Trevor Lawrence has more rushing ability, and he's just better.
yes.
But
absolutely.
maybe that's why I'm an idiot. So
I mean, you want to play the better athlete typically.
yes, Saints at Texans. 3-2 Saints, 2-3 Texans. Saints minus 1.5 on the road, over under 41.5. I'm taking the Saints. It's pretty
Man,
easy
they looked
for me.
fucking good last week.
They've been looking good all year. Besides,
Carr struggled the week before, but that was injury
the
related.
Patriots also suck fucking donkey dicks.
Yeah,
so
they're pretty bad. Don't worry, Belichick says they're going to start over.
They'll probably be
They're
okay.
start over. What the fuck's that mean?
Don't have Mac Jones playing.
Yeah, you put Zappy in the fourth quarter of the last 2 weeks.
Mac Jones.
Just play Zappy.
He just sits back there like a statue, has a terrible delivery. It's bad. Every ball he has just like starts off going up.
Well,
You know what I
apparently,
mean? Even like a 12-yard out route goes up.
yeah, but like we talked about previously, is Lynch and Shanahan were on Mac Jones. They changed their mind and switched after they made the trade to Trey Lance.
They're not great at evaluating
So-
talent. They're just like good at drafting
Right.
like, defensive players and like
and the
scheme.
last guy in the fucking draft.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
I'm
so
taking
bad.
Saints.
Yeah, I am too. I think that's a pretty easy
Texans. I'm starting to fade the Texans. CJ Stroud is not going to play this good forever.
one. No, and he
I don't
didn't play
believe
great
it.
last week. I mean, he was a little down last week.
Patriots. Speaking of Patriots, 1-4 against
Whoever's
the
going
Raiders.
against them, take 'em.
Tough game here because the Raiders are playing as we speak.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the score. Don't tell me the score. 1-4 Patriots. 1-3 Raiders. Hopefully 1-4 Raiders. Raiders minus 3 at home. Over under 42.5.
I'm hoping for 2 and 3 Raiders,
Okay.
and they're going to ride that momentum into beating the Patriots next week.
At home.
McDaniel's in a revenge game.
As much as the Patriots have sucked, I'm taking the Patriots here. I'm going with legacy. They're better coach. He's going to whoop McDaniel's ass.
Belichick's never lost to a protege, right?
I don't know if that's true, is it?
I'm pretty sure
That's
it is.
crazy.
Like, every coordinator that's gone off somewhere and become a head coach, when Belichick plays them, they don't beat him.
No shit.
Pretty sure.
So you're taking Raiders, I'm taking Patriots.
Yep.
Okay. Cardinals at Rams. Rams -6, over under 47. Ooh. Rams.
Cardinals are a scrappy team.
I know they are,
and
but
it's a
now they're
division
1-4.
game. Yeah.
The Rams did play with the Eagles the first half of that game.
Getting Cooper Kupp back, still having Nakua. Kyron in the backfield, surprising some people this year. It makes sense to take the Rams. They should win by more than a touchdown, but it
They
wouldn't
should.
surprise me if it was close.
Taking the Rams?
Yeah, taking the Rams.
Taking the Rams. Eagles 5-0, Jets 2-3. Jets are at home. Eagles -6.5, over under 42.5. Oh.
And Zach Wilson's the wild card, right? Like, that's what gives you pause there.
Well,
like,
yeah,
for the
he
over
sucks.
or
He
whether they're
sucks.
going to hang. But for right now, Philly stays undefeated, man.
Well, but that's not the question. It's 6.5 point line.
I know, they win by a touchdown.
Think so?
Yeah,
I'm
I
taking
do.
the Jets.
I don't hate it.
I'm taking the Jets.
I don't hate it.
In a kind of scrap it out game. Eagles defense has been a little exposed.
You've been able to pass against them, yeah.
You can pass against
Yep.
them, yeah. You can't run, so that's the problem with the Jets. Can they
pass?
have confidence in Zach Wilson? And oh man,
What are the
that
odds?
defensive line is so good.
What are the odds on the Jets? Do you have it up or no? By chance?
What do you mean the odds on the Jets?
Like, if you're going to bet the Jets to cover.
Well, to cover
Or, with the points.
to win
Yes.
the game straight up.
No, not the money line.
Oh, I don't know what the odds are. Probably
Yeah.
110.
I mean, it's to me like given what the odds are versus the Jets and the Eagles, like I could see betting the Jets. Like that might be a better
Yeah.
bet. It's going to be a more lucrative bet, and it's a possibility.
If it
that
goes
they
to 7, it's
lose.
different.
Yeah, that they lose by
I don't
less than
know,
that.
man. Again, same thing I said about the Niners. Like, eventually these teams are 5-0. They got to have a little bit of a looking past the
letdown
opponent.
game. Yeah,
like it's just what happens. And I also don't want to bet on that. If that makes sense.
And you
but-
don't know what week that's going to happen.
All right, Lions 4-1 against the surprising Buccaneers 3-1. Buccaneers at home. Lions -3, over under 44. They have a lot of injury concerns.
Mm-hmm.
This is tough. I'm probably gonna take the Lions.
Yeah, I don't think that Amon-Ra's going to play. I think that hurts. I know you got Williams back, and Laporta is doing his thing there. Montgomery looks like a monster still. I want to feel like Detroit is the safer bet, but I want to take Tampa just because of the way they've been playing. Like they've been hanging, they've been balling out. They're at home. I'm gonna try and ride the Bucks here.
All right, so riding the Bucks. Giants at Bills. Giants are trash.
Dude, they're so bad.
Danny Jones might be out. This probably actually might be a good thing. Bills -14, over under 45.
It's Tyrod Taylor there.
Yeah.
13.5. I like the Bills. 14 sucks, man. But the Giants are just fucking garbage. Like right now, I think they're the worst team in the NFL.
Looks like it. And the Bills are coming off an ugly, pretty angry loss.
They are. And they're going to want to right that
So-
ship. So I'm going Bills, but it is
Same.
so hard to
That's
take
a
14,
lot
man.
of points.
It is.
This might be the toughest one of the week, though, right here. Cowboys at Chargers, Monday Night Football. Chargers coming off a bye, which I don't know if that even helps them because their coach has Down syndrome. Cowboys -2 on the road, over under 50. Getting Eckler back, right? You're down Mac Williams, but
Yeah, they're going to be a little fresher, but Cowboys coming off.
that is a really tough game.
What did the Cowboys do after they lost to Arizona?
Whoop some ass.
Exactly. I mean, it might have been giant
Well, the
ass,
Cowboys
but they
either
still whooped it.
Cowboys either whoop ass or
Yeah.
get ass whooped.
But, like, you just got punched in the mouth, and you want to come out and show the world on national television on Sunday night, you got embarrassed. Like, you're not going to let yourself get embarrassed again.
I don't think so.
I don't either. But I like the Chargers coming off the bye. And like you said, that's why this is the toughest one.
But their coach is an idiot.
They're going to come in
So-
fresher. Well, Kellen Moore's not. And he's running that offense.
Ooh, it's also another storyline there.
A little bit.
Ooh.
Well-
But the Cowboys know Kellen Moore's offense.
Right? They do.
Holy
So we'll
shiznit.
see.
It's a lot of shit. Who are you taking?
Oh, fuck, man. It's a tough
It's a
one.
very tough one. I'm putting 1 on this in my confidence.
I'm going to go Dallas.
I'm going to go Dallas as well. I just feel like they're a better team. Chargers are still a playoff team. I still feel like Dallas is I don't necessarily say Super Bowl contender, but an NFC championship contender.
They should have
Right.
a better defense than the Chargers. They
They
should
do.
be able
I mean,
to
they
slow
do.
them down.
And I feel like their offense is still decent. They need to get their guys involved, get the ball of power, get the ball of wham. They've been doing that.
Yeah.
So, All right. Any last words? Anything to say to the fam or the folks or anyone that might still be watching?
Man, appreciate y'all. Just keep hanging in there and placing some bets on us. Win some money. Compliments of Rob's Roundtable.
Yeah. Do that. All those things he said, and we'll see you next week around the same time, same place, same faces.
And it's been a complete joy.
Roundtable.
Share, like, subscribe.
Yeah, do all that.
All
that good stuff.
Lame things that people say at
Please.
the end of their shits.
Please.
And half black equals full black, and that's not my rule. That's a society's rule. That's why Drake could say the N-word a million times, and everyone's like, I love this song. I want to dance to this song. I want to slow grind to it.
It's because he's Canadian. That's why he can say it. It means something different in their language.
I don't think that is the case.